China pledged to significantly increase debt to revive its economy, but left investors guessing on the overall size of the stimulus package. Analysts said the announcement at a highly anticipated news conference by Finance Minister Lan Fo'an was strong on determination, but lacking in numerical details. CNA's Tan Tse-hui with more.
No specific figure for fiscal stimulus yet, but the message from Finance Minister Lan Fo'an is clear that there's still large room for China to raise debt and expand its fiscal deficit. Among others, he said measures to ease debt pressure on local governments will be the strongest in many years.
我们还有其他政策工具也正在研究中，比如 中央财政还有较大的挤债空间和赤字提升空间。你一次性增加较大规模债务限额，置换地方政府存量隐性债务，加大力度支持地方化解债务风险。 相关政策待履行法定程序后，再向社会做详尽说明。
Seen as a signal that banks may be asked to take on greater credit risk to support economic growth, officials said the government will bolster large state-owned banks' capital positions by issuing special treasury bonds. While the message that the government is ready to further raise debt is clear, analysts say the devil is in the details.
Because that will mean that a lot of more debt will actually come onto the books of the central government. So, and it's used in this case not directly to stimulate the economy through either consumption or through other types of infrastructure spending, but instead this is used to address distressed debt. So this may not have a huge direct impact on the economy the way that this debt can be used in other manner.
Finance Ministry officials also pledged to shore up the property sector by issuing special bonds to fund local governments' building of land reserves. To stabilize land supply and support prices, revenue from such bond sales can be used to acquire eligible idle land and existing commercial homes.
促进房地产稳定发展呢是一项系统工程，需要各项政策协同发力。 政策执行中，我们将持续加强财政政策与其他政策的协调，加强中央与地方的联动，也加强新老政策的衔接，打好组合拳，坚定不移地推动房地产市场止跌回稳。
The property market, which used to be a pillar of economic stability and growth, has been in a slump in the last few years. As home sales continue to fall, local governments have been feeling the pinch as revenue from land sales, a major source of income, drops to new lows. The crisis also dampened consumer confidence as homeowners struggled to repay their loans amid steep declines in the value of their homes.
A lot of concern for the property market is simply that there's not enough funding being taken up by the state-owned enterprises and also local banks to actually finance the buying as well as the building of unfinished properties. So I think that remains the biggest challenge, and ultimately we will see by the end of the month whether the measures as a whole, when it being put forth at the standing committee level at the NPC, that's where I think we will see the full picture ahead.
The date and agenda of the next meeting of the NPC Standing Committee, China's lawmaking body, have yet to be announced. Some local media reports said it could take place as soon as this month and may provide further clues on the government's fiscal policy. The Finance Ministry's latest announcements follow the central bank's moves to cut mortgage rates as well as the top economic planners' plans to bring forward development projects earmarked for 2025. Chinese stocks have rallied over 20% since 24th September, fanned by the flurry of stimulus news before the momentum slowed this week. Meanwhile, investors are likely to take a step back until they're more certain of which direction fiscal support is likely to take. Tan Sihui, CNA, Beijing.